5 a.m. Iran didn't issue a warning. They issued a deadline. Broadcast across state media in 3 languages, one message echoed worldwide. End the blockade by 11 o'clock, or we strike. 6 hours. That's all the time the world had to react. Washington saw it. The fleet saw it. And aboard the Abraham Lincoln, everything changed instantly. By 5:14, the strike group was at maximum alert. Every radar locked north. Every weapon system calibrated for incoming fire. Every operator staring at the Iranian coastline. The same coastline that had threatened them for months. Everyone knew where the attack would come from, or at least they thought they did. While the fleet prepared for war, something sat quietly to the south. A cargo ship, MV Arash, Panamanian flag, agricultural equipment listed on its manifest, anchored just 1.1 miles from the carrier. It had been there for 11 days, boarded twice, inspected twice, cleared twice, no red flags. Just another ship in a crowded shipping lane. Except one person didn't believe that. Lieutenant Commander Amanda Cross. She wasn't assigned to the vessel. No one asked her to look into it. But 3 days earlier, during a routine signal sweep, she noticed something off. The ship's registration. Filed in Panama, the exact same day Iran drafted its ultimatum. Not before, not after. The exact same day. She filed a report. It was dismissed. Routine traffic. But Cross kept digging. She pulled inspection logs. The cargo didn't match. Agricultural equipment should sit center heavy, balanced. But this ship? It was front heavy, low in the water, dense. Wrong. She filed another report, dismissed again. Consistent with heavy machinery. At that point, Cross stopped asking for permission. She pulled everything. Tracking data, communications logs, inspection records, 11 days of signals. And what she found changed everything. Encrypted transmissions, 3 bursts on an Iranian military frequency from a civilian cargo ship. They'd been ignored, flagged as noise in a crowded zone. But Cross saw the pattern. This ship wasn't waiting. It was positioned, waiting for a trigger. At 5 a.m., Iran announced that trigger. By 7:19, Cross sent her third report. This one wasn't routine. It was a targeting assessment. The MV Arash wasn't a cargo ship. It was a hidden weapons platform inside the fleet's defensive perimeter, armed with 6 anti-ship missiles. Rear Admiral Carver read the report at 7:31, then looked at the tactical display. North, fully defended. South, 1 ship. 1.1 miles away, he had a decision to make. If they moved too early, Iran would know they'd been exposed, and the attack would come immediately. So Carver did something risky. He did nothing. For 3 hours, the fleet kept staring north, running drills, tracking ghost threats, preparing for an attack that would never come. Because that's exactly what Iran needed to see, a distracted fleet. Meanwhile, Cross worked. She traced the signals, tracked the command source. By 10:31, she had it. An Iranian command facility. Location accurate to within 8 meters. 10:55. 5 minutes to deadline. Carver finally moved. A helicopter was dispatched toward the MV Arash. Full speed. Arrival in 6 minutes. But Iran didn't wait for 11 o'clock. They struck at 10:58. 6 missiles launched from the cargo hold. From inside the perimeter. Too close for standard defense systems. Only the last line remained. The close-in weapon system. First missile, destroyed. Second, destroyed. Third, a slight shift. A miss. Impact. Explosion across the carrier's deck. Fire. Chaos. Fourth, destroyed. Fifth, destroyed. Sixth, debris from the explosion hit the defense system. Radar down. 3 seconds. That's all it took. Second impact, below the waterline. 2 hits, 17 injured, but the carrier held. Still operational, still fighting. By 11:04, the helicopter reached the MV Arash. 2 torpedoes deployed. Seconds later, the ship was gone. Erased. 11 o'clock. The deadline expired. The northern coast stayed silent. No attack. Because the attack had already happened. At 11:09, 8 cruise missiles struck the Iranian command facility Cross had identified. By 11:51, it was gone. This wasn't just an attack. It was a deception. A deadline used as a distraction. 6 hours forcing an entire fleet to look the wrong way, while the real threat sat quietly, already inside the perimeter. And the only reason it was discovered? One officer, who noticed a date that didn't make sense and refused to ignore it.